The show is Hunter at Sunrise, acoustic, eclectic music for your Sunday morning, streaming live at hunteratsunrise.com, whrv.org, iTunes, Shoutcast, and Radio Time. We're on your digital radio, 89.5 WHRV H2 All Radio. And you know we like to do acoustic sessions on the show, especially live ones. And man, we have a live one for you here this morning. It's Mr. Seth Stainback returns to our show. Triumphantly returns to our show. How are you, Seth?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. What would you like to play for us first before we get to talking here?
This is a song called Torture.
All right. Oh, good. We can get started with Torture.
Right, yeah. Sunday morning.
There you go. Seth Stainback here on Hunter at Sunrise.
How long you really think this could go? No one in this wild world knows. All this cold stainless steel in my skin are too close. Torture, sweetly press the knife in my side. Pull away the crimson, don't lie. Lick my wounds, tell me it's alright. All the poison went dry. And I find all this hellfire that burns in my mind could be quenched by your water if you try not to drown me in your river tonight. It's alright, I'm still crazy inside. All this blood on my hands, it ain't dry. I'm still thinking about the ways I could die. When I wake, Lord, I'm just trying to stay alive. But it's torture. But it's torture. But it's torture. But it's torture.
Yeah. All right. Seth Stainback here on Hunter at Sunrise. And it's so good to have you back.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's been a while.
I know. It has been. It's been about a year or so, maybe?
Something like that.
Maybe since the release of Earth and Worm.
Probably, yeah, man. It's like 2 years.
Yeah, gosh. Gotta come on more often, Seth.
I know, man.
We gotta work it out.
We gotta work it out.
But you've been so busy. You've been traveling all over the country. You've been doing this record.
Been doing this and that. Had a couple things going on.
You're all over the place. I see you opening for people. I see you. I don't know, down at the big bars playing with your big band Roosterfoot. Who's in Roosterfoot now?
Man, my buddy Jason Bruner's in Roosterfoot. My buddy Steven Usick is in Roosterfoot. My buddy Larry Burwald is in Roosterfoot. My dad Keith Stainback is in Roosterfoot.
Yeah.
So we're footing all over the place.
Well, you've really outdone yourself with this new album, Fire and Steel.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. How long did it take you to write this?
All my life.
Really?
Yeah. You know, just here and there, man. Stuff pops in your head.
Yeah. You do a lot of writing these days? I mean, does it...
It's the same as it's always been, you know. It's not a conscious effort as much as it is just kind of it just hits me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to have to start, eventually one day I'll have to start trying to write songs, I guess, once I get busier, but I still have the luxury of letting the muse take me over, you know?
Really? It just kind of pops up.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well, tell me a little bit about how you recorded this, because I know you didn't do it here. You did it down in Louisiana.
No, we went down to Maurice, Louisiana, right outside of Lafayette, and we were fortunate enough to get hooked up with a guy, Anders Osborne, who I listen to and respect, and his
Yes.
buddy Warren Riker, and they're a pretty good duo, man, and we went down there with them, and they showed us a thing or two, and we were in a cool spot, and a laid-back spot, and just made a record.
Well, it really comes through. It really comes through on the record. How did you meet Anders Osborne?
We did a couple shows with him about 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he was at the Boogaloo
Mm-hmm.
a couple of years back, and I had the idea about going to Dockside and recording with him, and he was there, and we asked him.
And he said, okay.
You know, we got in touch with the proper people, and everything went through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, did the recording session go quickly, or?
Oh yeah, we did it. We knocked it out in 10 days.
Wow. That's
Actually,
pretty good.
9. We knocked it out in 9.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of places? What did you call the town in Louisiana again?
Maurice.
What's that like?
Maurice is very. It's way down in South Louisiana, real close to the Gulf,
Mm-hmm.
and it's heavy Cajun country. You know, you go out and you hear. There's a lot of French speaking, and there's definitely heavy accents. So it's definitely a thick culture down there, and it's a rural area. And the place we were at was on the river, and it's on a few acres, and it's an old converted barn house, big old barn house. It's over 100 years old, and it's been a few things, and now it's a studio.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Is this the studio that Anders normally uses? or-
He's recorded his last few albums there.
Yeah.
Him and the first person there. The reason I'd heard of the studio in the first place was because one of my favorite albums from Derek Trucks was recorded there.
Oh, right.
That's where I first heard about it, and then I started kind of looking into it, and I see some more people that had recorded there. When I saw Anders was there, I figured, you know what, maybe I can go down there and make me one.
Well, there you go. And it is really quite an album, and I really like that it's very diverse. It's,
Right.
It's,
Schizo?
well, no, I'm not going to say that, but I mean, like you do some acoustic tracks, and then there's some nice rockers. It's
Right.
really quite diverse.
Right. You know, it's just me, I guess. You know, I can't sit still long enough to do one thing.
Oh, okay. What else would you like to play for us here?
I don't play one and don't even have a name for it, man. I just wrote it last week.
Oh, wow.
So,
I always like it when artists try music out on us here
Right,
on
we
this
go.
show.
Yeah.
Here's Seth Stainback here on 100 Sunrise.
Seems my mind has run away from me, put me in this prison, chain me to the floor, aware of how cold-hearted I can be. I've become worried for tomorrow, and I won't know myself no more. And every night I lie awake and war against the world. Demons dance like flames upon the wall. Careless our intentions, often used apologetically. Oh, this mistrust buried me into the deep. Sometimes it's much more than I can take, trying to keep my tired eyes off of all the moves you make, tangled up into your ball and chain. I pick a lock to set me free, though I'll enslave myself again. And every time I run for you, I stumble across the stones. Might be still, you just might call my name out loud. I will bleed for you, I'll bleed for you, I'll never change my mind. Like lock me up and take your freedom if it'll turn this thing around. Seems my mind has run away from me, put me in this prison, chain me to the floor.
Wow. Under at Sunrise here with Seth Stainback, and a song you will not find on his new album, Fire and Steel. You heard it here first. Is that the first time you performed it?